Welcome to the news in English live from Mogadishu. With me, I am Omar. The top headlines include Somali government has banned the local media from reporting the Al-Shabaab propaganda stories. At least 5 security forces were killed in Puntland after IED explosion in Bari district. U.S. military has intensified airstrikes against Al-Shabaab in southern Somalia as Biden has authorized the use of the drones in the counter-terrorism operations in Africa. Somali government has urged the local residents in Iran to fight back after the militant group has carried out a deadly attack in Beledweyne that left dozens of people dead. Ethiopian peace talks in South Africa was postponed for technical reasons as the Ethiopian Air Force carries out a new airstrike in Tigrayan capital Mekelle. Welcome back to the news in details. At least 5 Puntland security forces personnel were reportedly killed and several others were wounded in a twin roadside blasts in the mountains of Bari region on Saturday morning. The explosion has targeted 2 army vehicles carrying officers in the Suqera area near the Galgala mountains, which is about 40 kilometers southwest of the port city of Bosaso, residents confirmed. According to the local residents, the injured soldiers were taken to Bosaso for medical treatment. The attack is believed to have been carried out by Al-Shabaab, which has a secret basis in Galgala mountains. The group has previously carried out a similar attacks in the area of Bari region. Government officials didn't comment on the incident that left at least 5 Puntland Maritime Police Force members dead on Saturday. Puntland's commander of Darwish forces has been in the region and for the past few days to inspect the government forces stationed there to fight against Al-Shabaab militants. Puntland is facing a threat from Al-Shabaab and ISIS-linked militants who are fighting in Bari region for at least 14 years. Somali National Army continues the fight against Al-Shabaab in southern of the country. Somali National Army SNA killed at least 13 Al-Shabaab militants, including Mohammed Noor Shire, who was in charge of the group for the lower Shabelle region. The commander of the 16th unit of the 14th October Battalion based in lower Shabelle region confirmed that the militants were killed in a special security operation in Janale area on Friday. He has added that the purpose of the operation was to prevent an attack that the group was planning to carry out in the district. On Friday, at least 19 Al-Shabaab members were reportedly killed in heavy fighting against government forces near Basra district in the Middle Shabelle region near the capital Mogadishu, where the Mogadishu police post was killed last week. U.S. President Joe Biden has signed a long-awaited classified policy tightening the rules for the CIA and Pentagon to carry out deadly drone strikes and commando raids conducted outside the traditional war zones, U.S. officials said on Friday. With only Iraq, Syria still considered by the U.S. to be so-called areas of active hostilities or conventional war zones, the new policy is geared toward these countries like Somalia, Yemen, now Afghanistan, where the U.S. continues to carry out counter-terrorism strikes from far away. In practice, the new policy signals that the U.S. is limiting its reliance on drone strikes, one is unqualified counter-terrorism tool that has drawn increased criticism in recent years in the wake of series of high-profile revelations about civilian casualties. The new policy requires the president's approval before a lethal drone strike or commando raid can be launched on particular counter-terrorism target. According to the senior administration official, that individual must be named, although the policy doesn't allow the president to waive that and other requirements at their discretion. The president must also approve which groups, which countries are considered to be potential targets as members in Syria and Iraq, where the U.S. maintains a military presence still. Commanders in the field will continue to have more discretion on operational decisions. Biden has quietly put in place many of the limitations that the new policy now formalizes. When he took office last year, the policy now officially reverses a loosening of Obama-era rule under the then-President Trump. Somali government has issued a decision that punishes the local media from broadcasting the propaganda stories from the militant group Al-Shabaab, whether it is online or a broadcast. The decision was made by the Deputy Information Minister Abdurrahman Al-Adala on Saturday during a press conference in the capital, Mogadishu. The move comes after the government has launched an attack against Al-Shabaab in different parts of the country last month, seizing the control of dozens of villages within Hiran and Galgaduud, both located in central Somalia. Somali government says it will take a legal action against any media outlet or a person who broadcasts the exaggerated Al-Shabaab stories about the attacks and the execution of the firing squads in the country. That's all for today's English News live from Mogadishu. With me, I am Omar Noor, and the entire team of the program will leave you bye for now.